folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Erschen. This week we're doing another tag video. This is the This or That tag, and this was created by Foolmoon1973. Now, Foolmoon1973 did my Revenge of the Horror sequel tag, so check that one out, and of course, if anyone wants to take part in that, that would be great. And of course, take part in this tag as well, and I am going to tag some people, but certainly anybody feel free to take part in this. So Full Moon asks 5 questions, all in the spirit of the Halloween season. So the first one is the Jeepers Creepers van or the Green Goblin truck, as seen in, of course, Maximum Overdrive. Now, to me, that's going to be easy. I'm definitely going to go with the Green Goblin truck. One being is I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, of course, and Green Goblin is my favorite villain in comics. I feel like he's the ultimate nemesis to Spider-Man. Love Norman Osborn, and I just thought it was so cool seeing him on his face in that Mack truck, that big rig in Maximum Overdrive. Love that he's the leader, too, of all the killer machines and killer vehicles in the film. And I always thought Maximum Overdrive was very underrated. It always seems to get a lot of crap, and I don't know why. I just think it's so much fun. Yeah, I really enjoy Maximum Overdrive. So definitely the Green Goblin truck for me. Number 2 is, we're going to talk about a couple movies, compare a couple movies. Night of the Demons versus Prom Night 2, Hello Mary Lou. Both kind of similar films, and they're both possession movies, but neither one of them really takes that material very seriously. There's a lot of humor in there, there's a lot of camp value. It's not as serious as, like, The Exorcist, of course, but both really, really fun. But I'm going to have to go with Night of the Demons. Absolutely love that film. It's such a great movie to watch at Halloween time because the film takes place at Halloween. It's got so much great atmosphere to it. I love the soundtrack. It's so much fun. It's very 80s. And I love the performances of Amelia Kincaid as Angela, and of course Linnea Quigley. I think they're great together as the demons. Such a fun movie, and yeah, so I'm going Night of the Demons all the way. Number 3, we're going to compare actresses. Speaking of Linnea Quigley, it's Linnea Quigley or Danielle Harris. Both Scream Queen actresses. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I'm sure you do, I'm a huge Halloween fan. So by default, it's going to be Danielle Harris, her being in Halloween 4 and 5, and the Rob Zombie remakes 1 and 2. Just feel like she's a huge part of the franchise, and I like her in a lot of other movies, too. Yeah, I do think she is the better actress of the two. Where Linnea Quigley is in a lot of kind of campy roles, like in Return of the Living Dead and Night of the Demons, and stuff like, you know, Sorority Babes and the Slime Bolorama, and stuff like that. Silent Night, Deadly Night she was in. Yeah. Still really enjoy her. She definitely is a screen queen, but Danielle Harris, I just think is amazing. I had the chance to meet her, and she was amazing. So beautiful, so talented, and yeah, she's a beloved figure in the Halloween franchise. Next up, we're going to compare actors. We're going to compare John Saxon and Tom Atkins. Yeah, to me it's a no-brainer. I'm going with John Saxon all day. I mean, the guy was Bruce Lee's co-star in Enter the Dragon, one of the greatest kung fu movies of all time, and he was so good in that. He was like the James Bond of kung fu movies, you know. Not only that, but he's in Tenebrae, he's in Black Christmas, he's in Nightmare on Elm Street, one of the greatest horror movies ever made, and he's always great. I love his performances. Yeah, I'd say he's much more of a serious actor than Tom Atkins. I do enjoy Tom Atkins, but not as much as a lot of people. I do think he tends to be a little bit on the campy side of things. Yeah. Again, it comes down to the better actor. I feel like John Saxon is the better actor. Number 5 is we're going to compare soundtrack songs. We're going to go Dream Warriors from, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Dream Warriors by Dokken, of course. Versus Trick or Treat by Fastway from the movie Trick or Treat from the 80s. Yeah, it's going to be easily Dream Warriors for me. I love that film. I love that song. Although I actually prefer Into the Fire from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 from Dokken, which is the opening song in the credits. I prefer that song to Dream Warriors, where Dream Warriors is more like the power ballad. Into the Fire is like the real kind of heavy metal song, you know. Yeah, Trick or Treat is fun. I've never really been a huge fan of that film. It's fun, but I don't think it's a particularly great movie, where Elm Street 3 is a great movie. Yeah. So Dream Warriors for sure. Alright guys, that is the This or That tag by Foolmoon1973. So I'm going to tag some people that I haven't tagged in a while. I'm going to tag Random Ross from Random Horror. Rusting Willpower, Lisa Loves, DavidDigs, and Strangemonkey Reviews. So answer the call and do the This or That tag, and of course anybody feel free to answer the call and do the This or That tag. And thank you for joining me, Sean Patrick Erschen, in the Horror Corner. Tune in and stay scared. Good evening, folks, and we got some brand new merchandise for you over at www.thehorrorkona.com, and that's CONA.com. Representing the Horror Corner. Great new design. We got the Morbid Hour live stream there, you got the Horror Hangout live stream there, and you got my nemesis, the Dark Fate. So grab your t-shirt over at www.thehorrorkona.com. And we also got this beautiful new mug. Look at that. Very, very cool. Thought that came out really nice. So grab your merchandise today over at www.thehorrorkona.com.